Hey there everyone, what is going on? Today is either Double Video Friday or this is a Saturday upload. I'm not entirely sure which day this is going up, but if it's going up on Friday, this news is totally relevant. And as you guys can see from the title, there is a patch for Modern Warfare 3 being released, and it actually deals with spawns. Now, if this is going up on Saturday, this is less relevant, and this happened yesterday. The patch coming out on Friday or yesterday, depending on when you're seeing this. And basically, what it incorporates is a spawn fix. Now, from what I know from sources, they're just sources. What this patch does actually, it'll basically kind of slow the game down in a sense, because with Infinity War, they had this thing called revenge spawning. And basically what that did is, like, when you killed someone, they will spawn in the vicinity of you in most situations, unless it's like domination and you have them spawn trapped. So a lot of people just get BS where, like, people spawn behind them, people spawn around them, people spawn in ways that they don't even expect them coming, unless they have like 0 pro like me and I'm just a boss. So basically what this patch will do, it'll fix that kind of. It'll basically make the spawns a bit more spread out. So this might have a couple effects. One, it should do away with revenge spawning if they get it right. And Infinity War's track record, getting things right, I don't know, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. If they get it right, it should do away with... God, he missed that knife. It should do away with revenge spawning. And so basically you won't get BS'd by things that just pop up behind you and rape you in the butt. And no one likes that. No one likes being popped up behind and raped in the butt. So another thing it should do is slow the game down, because with tight spawns comes tighter action, less running around to find the enemy. Chances are the enemy is most likely beside you. Now, something I noticed from like day one when playing this game, when you spawn, it's like your natural instinct just to run forward towards the quote-unquote enemy, even though you don't know where it is. Like, just when I spawn, I always run forward. I always like got my finger on the sprint, and I just like dash out the gates, ready to go. And usually that ends up getting you killed, because if you run out like 2 steps away from your spawn, usually that's in the line of sight of an enemy. Now this should fix that. But what that did when it worked, it provided tighter action. So the enemy was never too far. You never have to run all the way across the map, or usually never has to run all the way across the map. Remember, these are spawns. They are algorithms, and anything is possible with them. Most things, whatever. But basically, you never really have to run all the way across the map to find action. Action's always usually tight and where you are. What this will do, though, is it'll make the maps seem a bit bigger, because the spawns will be more spread out. You won't be able to find people. You won't be able to find people as easily right off spawn. So when you die, it'll take you a bit longer to get in the action. Now, some people may say it's a good thing. Some people may say it's a bad thing. Personally, I've got no problems with the spawns. When I picked up the game, I was like, "Hey, these spawns are different. They're kind of bad." But I'm more of a reactionary player, if that is even a word. I play more on just Twitch instinct. Just I see a guy and I react to him. So these spawns were kind of they're sort of geared towards my playstyle, like close range engagements and like fast action. And I liked it. It wasn't that bad. My logic about this whole thing was that I would get used to the spawns. Just like in Black Ops, the spawns were different than they were in Modern Warfare 2. So I figured that with time I would learn the spawns, and I did. I learned to predict them better, and I learned to know where people are coming from. And that's what I assumed it's like customary with every game. Now, these spawns were a bit tighter and a bit more noticeable when they got you killed. So if you don't know how to expect like where people are coming from, getting killed by these spawns in Modern Warfare 3 would be a bit more frustrating than most other games that many people have experienced. But I was basically down with the spawns, and what they're doing right now, I think they're kind of like not trusting themselves as a developer. I don't know. Okay, here's my mentality. You shouldn't release a game if you have to patch it a couple days after release. If you know there's gonna be problems with the game, at least release a fucking open beta, just so you can test your game out with a bigger population before releasing it to I go AFK for a bit before releasing it to everyone, and then just having a really shitty game that you have to patch over and over again. First of all, I believe patching costs money, so you're wasting money that you could have spent on a game beta, and you're basically losing fans that way too. You're losing faith in your company by releasing a game that needs to be patched. It's great that they are patching it, but in my opinion, there shouldn't even be a need to patching if you're releasing a game that should be done. Now, I don't really know what the situation is. I don't work in Infinity Ward, so I can't really rag on them too much for that. But in this case, I guess I'm glad, or most people will be glad that they are fixing, quote unquote fixing. I don't really know what the fix is yet. The spawns. From what I do know, it will slow the game down a bit more. And in a game like Modern Warfare 3, that ain't that bad because it's a pretty goddamn fast-paced game. And most of the time I like it, but sometimes it's just like, oh god, too many things happening at once. I don't know what's going down. Why? Why? um, you guys, I think this commentary is coming to a bit of a close soon. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below on what you think about the spawns if you see this tomorrow or today. As tomorrow is Saturday, today is Friday, and well, that's about it. I will be doing commentary later on the state of Modern Warfare 3 because a lot of people just blatantly hate the game. Now, don't get me wrong, I have gone to JD 2020's Twitter and made a couple death threats myself. But I took them back. I took them back because I realized that is just childish, and this really isn't the worst game ever. It's not the best game ever. They're not leaping forward in leaps and bounds with Modern Warfare 3, but it's definitely not a bad game. It's definitely not the same game as Modern Warfare 3 either. It may look the same. It doesn't even feel the same, to be honest. But leave your thoughts on that in the comment section below, and that's about it. I will see you guys later. Goodbye to you, sir. Have a nice weekend, and that's about it.